Hello, hello, welcome to my channel. Renzo here. Welcome to a new live stream. Let's paint a new portrait. Okay, hello Ludmila. Hello Jonas. Hello Rob. Hello Joel. Thank you all for being here. Okay, uh, let's see. Uh, okay, I'm gonna start with this brush just to sketch. Okay, I'm gonna mention my colors. I have here titanium white, cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, permanent alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, raw amber, and ivory black. I'm gonna use a little bit of raw amber just to sketch. Okay, let's see. I'll make a line first. This is gonna be my space for mixing the colors. I use a canvas, okay, and I use a portion of the canvas as a palette. Let's see. Just trying to place in the head, kind of the same distance from here to here. A little bit of hair here. Okay. Now I basically use straight lines. Another thing, remember, you always place the photograph on my screen here to my left, the same size of the photograph. That means that it's kind of working on the side size method, okay? This way it's easy, you know, to place the top of the head. It's easy to place the hairline and the bottom of the chin. Okay. I got now the position of the head on the canvas. Hello Sharon, hello Fatih, hello Martha, hello Sagar, hello Ernest, hello Michael, hello Mehmet, hello Marju. Okay. Let's continue now. The other thing is the placement of the center line. If somebody wants to draw with me, you can use a piece of paper. Use a Xerox paper, you know, the paper for to print out documents. You can practice this. Okay. First, one measurement. The eyes, okay, usually are in the middle. I mean, we're not gonna count here. We're in the middle from the top of the head to the bottom. Okay? Yeah, around here. Okay, that's one measurement. Okay. Another thing, we place first the eyebrows. When we have the eyebrows, usually from the eyebrows to the chin, we find the nose in the middle. Okay? Now from here to here, we split this in 3 portions. And the eyes sit on top of this line. We split this distance in 2, and usually the mouth sits on top of this line. Okay, you're doing this with me, you're gonna find out that you got the proportions. It's kind of a mannequin. Okay. Another thing that we can use from this angle here, we can trace a 45-degree angle to both sides. Okay, and we're gonna find here where this line and this one is crossing the edge of the eye, the corner of the eye. Okay. Now let's see her face. What about the width? I think my overall shape is kind of thin. Okay. Let's step back. I need to make her face a little bit wider. Okay. Let's draw the neck. I'm just using raw umber. I'm not using any medium. Just few paint, not too much paint on my brush. Let's draw the neck. Okay, my line here to draw the neck is not so precise. Look how thick is the line. You know, I'm doing like something like this, and then another one, and I have some kind of a thick mark. The same for here. Okay. Let's draw the eyebrows. When we draw eyebrows, usually the eyebrows are like this, okay? Usually. Just that. This and this. Okay? I mean, usually I'm saying not all the time, okay? Sometimes you're gonna find the brow is like this or even like this, you know. It depends on the expression, it depends on each person. Hello, Mary. Hello, Monique. Hello, you, a Carte Visual. Okay. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Exploring History. Thank you, UAC. UAC. Okay. Hello, Jana or Gina. Gina from Germany. Hello, UK. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing, you know, I'm pronouncing wrong some names. Yeah. Pretty sure you all you got my name wrong too. Okay. Some, you know, because of the language, because of all of those things. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Okay, another thing, between the eyes is a distance of one eye. The nose usually the same width of one eye. In this case, she has a, you know, her nose is more rounded. I think it's a little bit wider. Okay, she's smiling. We see this expression lines. The mouth is more curvy. Okay. We see this pretty rounded, the cheeks. Okay, she has one light that is coming from up, and we have this kind of cool color here on the forehead and the cheeks and the nose. And from here, we have a kind of an orange reflected light. This is from a movie. I don't remember this scene, but this is from this movie, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, and something is orange is from here. You see this orangey, 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 and so the upper light is kind of cool. Okay. Now we have this light blue light hitting on this area. That makes this area kind of a neutral color, because you know it doesn't matter how cool is the light, the skin color is warm. Okay. Okay. Hello, Einor. Hello, Jagu. Hello, Injur. Hello, Vishnu. Hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. Okay. see. Okay, now let's mix some colors. Okay, I'm gonna start with the background. I'm gonna use a really big brush. This is number 12. This is, I think that's gonna be too big for this. Smaller one. This one is okay. I love this, this background. Just thinking maybe I'm gonna make it darker here, a little bit darker here, a little bit lighter up, or darker up and a little bit lighter here. Okay, let me think. Yeah, this side of the face has some light. I think it's gonna be better if I make this side of the face a little bit darker. Well, that was too much white. I'm mixing ultramarine blue and raw umber. I'm gonna use a little bit of linseed oil. Usually I don't use linseed oil, I don't use any medium for the face, but for the background or for anything more, in order to just to apply the paint a little bit faster, I prefer to use a little bit of linseed oil. A little bit more linseed oil. Not so sure about this color now. I mean, this is gonna be easier, obviously, copy just the photograph, but I think I can improve the painting if I change the value of the background. Not the color, because I think the harmony is pretty good, and I have this blue on the photograph at the same time have some kind of cool light on the face, and I think that's a perfect harmony. A little bit more linseed oil, and let's see. Okay, now I pick up a different brush and let's paint the hair. Use raw umber. Okay, see? Now let's paint the face. Hello, Gusto. Reactions was medium. The medium just to spread out the paint easily. Okay, is that it makes the oil paint more liquid, and we spread it out faster. Hello, help it. In what cases would you use linseed oil instead of solvent for thinning? Okay, I don't have like any specific case. I used to use more a mixture between linseed oil and turpentine, turpenoid or mineral spirit, half and half, you know. But that's when usually I work with a first layer, and I let that layer dry, and then I start just with a second layer with thicker paint. That would be like adding like a wash in watercolor. It's kind of similar. But when we paint a la prima, I don't like to use any medium. Just the background, the hair to paint faster. With just that. Not for the face. but it's not something that specific about way we gotta use it or not, you know. Now, if we are thinking, obviously, in a longer process, if we are thinking about this, um, let the painting dry in order, to avoid the cracking of the painting, and that's different, In that case, it's always better to think that we should start with less linseed oil and add more linseed oil to our medium as we continue adding more layers. Okay, let me see. Okay, I need to make this darker. Okay, another thing, if you don't feel that the painting is flowing on the canvas, definitely, I mean, we need to use some medium. And in my experience, that happens usually because of the canvas. The canvas is not good. It's kind of sucking the oil from the paint, and it doesn't flow. It's kind of sticky. Let me see. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think this color is okay. A little bit darker. I'm squinting down my eyes and going over the darker areas. I squint down my eyes. I see darker here, darker here, darker here, dark, dark, dark. All of this. Okay, I'm gonna prepare color for the light. Gusto reactions asking me how long does it take to dry. Usually, but it depends on how much paint you add, but you use. But usually for me, it takes me like 3 days, 4 days. If I add, let's say, too much paint for the highlights, the painting is thicker, maybe it could take a week. It depends on the weather too. Sometimes if there is too much humidity on the weather, it could take maybe a little bit longer. It's just a few days more. Okay, I'm thinking about the lights. I gotta prepare, you know, the light for here and the reflecting light. Okay, mixing orange, blue, and white. Let me see. Okay, it could work. This color could work. I'm stepping back, laying down the brush stroke and stepping back. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Okay, need a new brush. Oops, forgot to clean this brush. Okay, basically I have one value here, this one. For example, the forehead, I got basically this color, yeah? Okay, this color. The color here that I have in this brush, I'm gonna move it a little bit lower. That's a darker one. That's gonna be, for example, for this area here. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. For the light. Okay. Right here, light here. Okay. Now I got one light. I got two. Let's say that this is the neutral color, mid-tone. It's more orangey. For example, the nose. This is gonna work for the nose. The light on top. And I'm gonna darken up this one. The shadow for the bottom. Okay, here. Okay. Okay. Hello, Manuel. Hello, Sinet. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. I'm trying to establish the colors I see. Here, get closer, you know. That's gonna be in one session. It's kind of, I mean, I think it's pretty difficult to get just a perfect match on all the colors in the paint. Okay, I need a different brush. Okay. I'm mixing just orange, white, touch of raw umber. Let's see, what I see is here, a little bit of orange, orange. Okay. What about the ear? Around here. Yep. Okay, I got the reflected light, and I see an reflected light here too. That's gonna be kind of bluish. There. Okay. I see a little bit of light. It looks like you see the light on the jacket. It doesn't. We see orange on the photograph here. There is a link to the image on the description box. Okay, orange. This light looks just white. When you see a light that it looks just white, it means that it's a cool light. Okay, you see kind of yellowish, warm light, and I think I see a little bit of this light here and here. Okay, I was establishing values and color. Okay, now I gotta move to the features. Okay, to try to get the likeness, a little bit of the likeness. Okay, one more thing. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker. check out here on the screen. Oh, Aribon is asking me what's the better medium to paint, with linseed oil or mineral spirit. I prefer linseed oil, but like I said, it's up 21. Okay, but I prefer linseed oil. Okay, just 1 second. Wait just 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Just stepping back. Okay. Oh. Hello, Oswald Art. You use black on your portrait? Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, I use a lot of black. I haven't used it now. I haven't used it today yet, but definitely I will. I will. Hello, Frank. Okay, yes. 1 second, 1 second. I'm comparing and stepping back. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a tiny brush number 00. This is here 00. Raw umber, a little bit of black, a little bit of lizard and crimson. Okay, now let's use this as a pencil. Okay, let's see proportions. Everything's okay. Okay. Now, obviously, since I'm drawing and painting, uh, basically, I'm just trying to kind of see some kind of blurry face, coming to life on the canvas. And that's why I'm not being so precise with my brush strokes right now. Okay, okay, that's okay. Let's see. Let's see the nose. Remember, always check out the proportions. If you have problem with proportions, you can trace some lines here like this, and this way you can measure, the distance. Maybe at the end you won't get the likeness, but at least you won't get like a longer nose or a huge mandible. Okay. Now let's see here. Another thing that I always recommend: print out the photograph and put it next to your canvas, and if it's possible, same size as your painting. Okay. Painting a portrait is difficult. We don't need to make it even more difficult. It's not like, hey, I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna be too easy. No, it doesn't matter what you use. It doesn't matter if you trace the drawing. It doesn't matter if you trace, if you use a software, anything that I have seen out there is gonna be difficult anyway to paint a portrait, because at some point you're not gonna see the lines, you're not gonna see anything. Okay, the drawing is gone because the oil paint is just like that. The oil paint is like a living thing that move on the canvas, and you lay down a brush stroke and move the painting. Yep. Okay. Let me check out. I think I got the face too wide. Okay. Need to make this darker. Okay. Let me see. I need to darken up here. Okay. Shadow here. I think the distance between the eyebrows is too much on my painting. Yeah? Yeah, I have to move the eyebrows. Yeah. Another thing that I think my eyes maybe are too separated from one each other. Okay, maybe it could be about just the shadow that's here, that's darker. Okay, but because but no, something that's definitely I gotta change the eyebrows. I have to move them a little bit closer to each other. Okay, there. Now the other thing, I'm gonna use a little bit of black to darken up this color. A little bit of camel red. The other thing that would be make this darker. Make this darker. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's reduce here a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. Another thing I gotta do, kind of reduce the chin. Okay. Okay. I need a little bit of black with raw umber. A little bit of camel red, a little bit of orange. Let's see the comments. It says, is medium toxic to paint in the room with the fan? Yeah, yeah. The medium, yeah, definitely is always better to have some window, some natural ventilation. I mean, it's not gonna be enough with just having a fan, something that you can, an open window a little bit is gonna make the air run. That's gonna be definitely something that everybody recommends. In my case, in my personal experience, I have painted in so many spaces. Here, I have painted in even some kind of closed spaces without sometimes a properly bigger window, and I'm still alive. I didn't have any problem, but I have heard people having problems. But basically, not with linseed oil, for example. Some people don't take pretty good turpentine, but I have heard some people having problems when they are cleaning the brushes using turpenoid. More about that than just using the regular solvents for paints, like it's just linseed oil or liquid, you know, all the other things on the market. Okay, let's see. And squinting down my eyes, watching the photograph while squinting down my eyes, watching the painting, and I still don't see the shadows on the face. I gotta go darker here. Okay. That's better. The neck. Okay. Hello, Dita. Hello, Space Boy. Hello, the art jamming. Okay. Okay. See. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit. I need to. One thing I'm noticing that I'm gonna have some problems. I think here with the chin. Yeah, kind of. She has a pointy, chin. It's kind of pretty rounded. What about the width of the face? Is wider up here. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit. Okay. I'm comparing, just moving my eyes, from the painting to the photograph, trying to look for more than the drawing right now. Trying to look for differences, value differences. Since when you squint down your eyes, basically you see darks and shadows. Something, if you do that, watching the photograph, you see so clear. You know, her eyebrows, how dark they are. Okay. Oh, another thing that I'm missing here. And here. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Okay. Keeping squinting on my eyes. And remember, use a mirror as much as possible. Okay, I see some orange here, but I don't see orange here. That means that the light is cooler there. More blue, white, orange. Use more blue to knock down this orange. Okay, there. what else? Oh, another thing that I noticed, is on her lower lip, kind of come out a lot. Okay. Mm, okay. What else? And I'm paying a lot of attention to the light temperature, light difference. You see, here's my lighter color on the face. Oh, I think it's too opaque. Okay, and add a little bit more orange. And this is the lighter color, let's say for the reflected light. So different, look at that. See, light here. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, let's step back. See? Hey, I like it, I like it. Eh, kind of. Mm. Okay, let's read some comments. Hello, Sylvia. Uh, Gusto saying, man, I waste a lot of paint. I'm learning a lot. Thank you. Oh, thank you. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. Okay, let's see. I need to step back. I need more light, and my face is kind of yellowish, and her face is more, let's say, uh, yeah, I mean, this color is okay, orangey. No, this orangey color here is not okay. I gotta knock it down the color. Okay, let me do something. I gotta, where's the brush? Here's for the darker color, this one. Okay, here's the one. I'm gonna knock it down this color a little bit more. White and blue. Okay, let's put the touch of red. I want to get rid of this yellowish orangey color. Okay. Okay, I think that's better. Here still see a little bit of that color. And here, kind of yellowish. Yeah, this is kind of violish color. Okay. Okay. Now, one thing about any face we paint, we need to always think about the reddish colors on the face because there's going to be always a little bit of reddish on the cheeks, chin, nose. It could be so subtle sometimes, or we can exaggerate that if we want. It's up to anyone. Okay. Okay, hello Pin, Sup Heat Kick. Hello Manuel. Hello Karin. Hello God this darkness. Yeah. Okay. Let's think. Let's continue thinking about this. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of red on the face. Mixing camion and alizarin crimson. A little bit of white. Cheeks. A little bit reddish. Chin. Obviously the mouth. Nose. A little bit. And sometimes we represent the nose a little bit darker. Okay, sometimes. A little bit of this pink here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's work on more details. I've been working just basically squinting down my eyes and using the shadows, and the lights to kind of build up the face. And using the proportions, obviously. Now I'm gonna go on more details, smaller details. Yeah, because if you see my eye, basically it's nothing there, just an insinuation. Darker brush stroke here, darker here, and that's it. I haven't even painted the white of the eye. Okay. Pin Sop Hik from Cambodia. Wow, it's amazing. Thank you, Frank. Okay, let's continue. Now, let's think about details. Okay. I think I got, just squinting on my eyes and comparing, I think I got the position of the eyes, nose, and mouth okay. Yeah, it's okay. Now, when we start making details, this thing is gonna move a little bit, That's gonna happen anyway. And obviously, I'm gonna start with a little bit of details. It's not like I'm gonna try to finish up one eye. If you're following on my YouTube videos, you know that I work always a little bit on one eye and then I move to the other one and then to the nose and then to the mouth and then I go back again. Okay. I try not to stay. Doesn't matter how much I think is getting. It doesn't matter if I thinking, hey, this eye is pretty good. I'm gonna just work more. No, I don't care about that. And at the same time, if maybe I got one eye just off, pretty off, I'm not gonna stop anyway. Okay, I'm gonna continue with a little bit of the eyes and then the nose. Okay, right now, for example, I could be thinking, hey, this eye is it's kind of too much to the right. I should push it, a little bit to the nose, close to the nose. I'm not gonna do anything now because obviously I'm gonna see a lot of mistakes and I just gotta wait a little bit more to have more. Every time that I have more, I see more of the face. I'm able to correct more because I have more to compare with, the photograph. Okay, the thing about comparing, the idea obviously, the more I have here, the more I'm gonna be able to see the differences, you know, in between the two. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, don't worry about the mistakes. You gotta just stick to your plan. Okay, let's move to the nose. Stick to your plan or stick to my plan if you're just using, you know, my way of painting, which is okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, look what I did here. Basically, what I did here is this. Okay, dun, 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 dun. Okay, kind of straight brush strokes. That's what I'm trying to copy. Yeah. I'll be back here and try to kind of move it a little bit to be more precise. But right now it's just what I want. Now I'm gonna move to the mouth. A little bit linseed oil, sorry, a little bit of Lyserine crimson and cadmium red. One thing about her that I'm thinking right now, you know, that it's like she has a particular face that is kind of, you don't have her eyes. If you don't capture her eyes, you know, you won't see her on the painting. And at the same time, you got the eyes, but you don't have the mouth. That's gonna be kind of the same, you know. Something is gonna be missed. Yeah, I'm saying that because it's like I was thinking right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna get the mouth. Okay, but if I get the eyes, yeah, I'm gonna be in problems. Anyway, let's continue. That's the mouth. Okay, let's move to the chin. Let's see. A little bit up. Yeah, what about the edge of the face? Okay. Mm. I'm gonna make it wider here. A little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now, no, I've been working on this area. Now that I'm stepping back, I think I just make this area too wide. Yeah, I just narrow the here. I'm not gonna do anything now. Okay. Okay, what else? I think I got the eyes, but yeah, I gotta work on the iris because now this iris, maybe I should move it to the left. Let's see the nose. Yeah, it's okay. The mouth could be a little bit wider, a little bit bigger. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Manuel saying the proportions are amazingly accurate. Thank you. With great art comes great responsibility. I mean, gusto reactions, wrote that on the comments. Sylvia is saying, alright, so do you know a product called Lecher Paint for Paintings? Oh, okay, no. I'm thinking, no, I don't think. Yeah, the problem with me about materials is just like for years I've been using the same. I stick to the same things. You know that I should be trying more things, obviously, but I don't do it. It's just like I have enough with what I got here. And for example, when I paint, basically I don't use any medium. I mean, most of the time I don't use any medium. I don't need anything. Just what I have here now. I have used liquid. I think it's pretty nice. Uh, I mean, the only medium that I've been using all the time is linseed oil. I use linseed oil and turpentine. Half and half. It's pretty liquid. I like it, and that's it. I think. Yeah. Uh, you know, it's just like yeah, definitely I gotta go out and buy more materials, but it's just what I need right now. Every time that I go out to an art store, I usually buy a lot of brushes, a lot of brushes. Uh, more than paint because sometimes I still have a lot of paint, a lot of tube paints for at least for the next maybe year. You know, because of the pandemic, I was storaging. That's the word to say. Food and oil paints and brushes. I have a lot of enough of oil paints to survive. You know, in a bunker for the next couple of years. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit. Okay, where's my brush? Oh, here it is. Let me see, I'm stepping back. Okay. Oh, I was thinking about working on the eyes, and yeah, I gotta work on the eyes, especially on the iris. Okay, I should add a highlight here. Even that I see, because there is a highlight around here, you know, I should add a highlight around here. Okay, this area here that's closer to this the third duct. Okay, usually I just add a lot of red here. If you see the painting pretty close, you're gonna notice that's red. Okay, from the distance, obviously it looks dark. The intention is, create some transparency there, because remember there is no hair in that area, and the skin color in that area is not darker, and even it could be lighter, but it looks darker because it's in shadow. But we shouldn't paint at least this area here close to the tear duct black. We can use black for the eyelashes. But not for that area, because the eyelashes don't go all the way to the tear duct. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just blend the paint. Okay, let's see, it's been an hour. Okay, I'm doing pretty good, I think. Storing. Okay, thank you, Manuel. Things a painter Sylvie saying about this lecture varnish. I think he's speaking about a varnish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't wait that much, like 6 months to apply, but it depends. If you are using a lot of paint, like a lot of paint, yeah, you should wait a lot. Yeah, like 6 months maybe, because the painting kind of dries slowly. But in the painting like this right now, it's gonna dry maybe in a couple of weeks. That's gonna be enough for me to apply varnish, the final varnish. But like I said, it depends on the amount of paint. My brush for blending is just soft synthetic brush. It's a round brush, but it's all just, look at that. This is the stage of the brush for me for blending. When it's new, it's pretty pointy. It's a round brush, pretty pointy. Oh, see, it's asking me what kind of finer paint did you use? Like a finer varnish. Okay, finer varnish. I have one here. Okay, it's not right now with me, but I bought one for kind of $20. Wilson and Newton gloss varnish. That's the one I'm using lately. Okay, let's continue adding more paint. Let's go here on the forehead. But it's pretty important applying varnish to a painting. That's the only thing that protects the painting. And is removable with time. I used to work with a guy that he worked in restoration. And he keeps saying all the time, like, "Hey, you gotta add varnish to your paintings. That's the only thing that protects. You can add like 100 layers of varnish, and nothing is gonna happen. It's always removable." Here's a little bit darker, lighter here. I can go a little bit lighter. Okay. I remember I used to work just like a regular work, and not like 8 hours, like 4 hours, just retouching, mixing. Like I used to spend like just half hour to mix one color, just one small portion. And after, like, I remember my first day where I started to work on his studio. I just I spent like 6 hours. I just worked just one space, like let's say this portion. And I was like, hey, this is not for me, this guy is gonna be mad. Like, hey, what do you do? Like, just that in 6 hours? Yeah. And then when he saw the painting, and he was, oh my God, you paint all of that. I say, what? Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. We used to work just little by little, little by little. When it's restoration, it's just like that. Smaller areas and a lot of back and forth, because it's about getting the exact color. And it's like you mix good half hour mixing and painting like this, and then mixing again, and then if it's not okay, you erase it. It has to be a perfect match. No, it's pretty difficult. I remember he uses this my Miri paint. This it was like each tube. It was like $100 each one. Pretty tiny tubes. I don't remember the name, but it didn't say like oil paints. Okay, and he had a lot of colors. Yeah, because I did it was to match any color. That was amazing. For me, it was a work, and it was just good training. And on top of that, every day, this guy just, at 5 p.m., he was like, hey, we're done with work for today. The bar is open. And then they just bought like a lot of beers, yeah, to the next day. And the next day, the same. At 5 p.m., kind of 5, 6 p.m., it's like, hey, we're done for today. The bar is open. Yeah. It was, oh, Sylvia said, which brand? Winsor Newton. It says Winsor Newton, like finer varnish is gloss. Hello, Sherry Marie. Okay, just give me just a second. I need to step back. Okay. Oh, Michael is saying here, CR historian has found a portrait of Van Gogh under one of his paintings. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay. Yeah, now I'm thinking the nose maybe is too big. Eh? I think I got the face, but I think one thing, or I make it more pointy here, or I make it wider here. The nose, definitely I gotta just narrow the nose. About the eyes, I think are okay. About the mouth, I think it's okay, but I think I should make it a little bit wider. But wait, if I narrow the face here, it's gonna look wider. Okay, and definitely I feel like I gotta narrow this side of the face. Okay, I think, I'm not so sure yet. In order to see that, I'm gonna just put this shadow here, this here to see if that's working. Oh no, I don't know. I gotta paint more. I gotta continue painting just to see more. Okay, one thing that I noticed right now is just this orange here on the hair, a little bit of red. Mm, yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, let's continue with the brushes. Okay, here. Okay, here it is. Yeah. I remember once, speaking about this, when I worked in a restoration studio, I remember once, okay, I'm not gonna be humble about this. I, I got there, okay, from here, from Peru to Puerto Rico. I got there, this guy, he was, hey, when do you come? Yeah, when you arriving? I'm arriving like at, I don't remember, like let's say 8 a.m. He was okay. I'm going for you there, bro. I said, okay. I mean, yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Okay. And he was there, sharp, 8 a.m. I come out from the airport like at 9 a.m. He was there, and then he took me. Hey man, he took me to his studio. I was like, okay, but what are you doing here? You know, "Hey, I need you to help me with something. I know I gotta just finish up this painting." I was, oh wow, that was because he was so nice, and he went to pick me out at the airport. And he was working on a painting, and the painting, it was, I don't remember, it was some kind of a religious painting. The thing is, there was a face on the portrait, and one eye was missed completely. It wasn't there. It was nothing. Okay. And he was like, "Hey, help me to do that." And then they were trying to paint the eye. And it looked pretty good. I mean, for me, it looked like, yeah, it's pretty good. But you can tell that there is something different. That it wasn't part of the painting. Yeah. And then I stayed there. As soon as I just come out from the airport, I got there like in 30 minutes, and stayed there like for 2 hours, retouching the eye, painting and repainting the eye. you know. And I finished up the eye, and then he went as soon as we finished. And I remember this perfectly. He used to apply varnish because this product, what's the name? What I said the name. This retouching paint, they used to dry really fast. It was like I was painting and he was applying varnish. I was painting and he was applying varnish. For me, it's like, hey, wait. I mean, I don't think we should wait. No, no, he was. This is okay. I mean, this is the product is for that. That's why it's so expensive because we can just varnish on top of that and nothing is gonna happen. It's just, and he just took the painting and he went to, you know, to deliver the painting to the museum. Uh, you know, and I saved your ass, man. I saved you. You own me. It was okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna pick you up from the airport every time that you come here from Peru. He told me. Well, he lied to me. Adding a little bit of paint, and I have a lot of these 00 brushes. Look at them, 4 or 5. I have a lot of them. Some of them are pretty pointy, some of them are just perfectly for blending. It's pretty nice working on a restoration studio. You learn a lot. You learn a lot about materials and a lot of things. But I worked there for maybe just a year, maybe less than a year. Basically, I forgot everything yeah, because I didn't do like most of the things. It was just for me about just retouching colors. And was something was missing, like a finger, like an eye, a nose, you know. Okay. Now I stay more on one eye, then move to the other eye. I think um, I'm doing pretty good with this eye, but I mean it's not finished yet. I need to step back in a minute and look the painting through a mirror. Then I'm gonna see if everything is okay. Okay, let's see the nose. Mm. Okay, step back. Bismaham Ali is asking me how you prepare your canvas. 3, 4 layers of gesso or gesso. Uh, we call it here gesso. I don't know you call it gesso, gesso. You know. Abigail saying, are you using a sorry, I don't know what's that. MAHL. Yeah. Hello, exploring history. How artists manage their emotion while performing? Okay, what do you mean? Do you mean if I maybe... Hello, Marlon, if I maybe uh, nervous about painting here, something like that? Always. Hmm. That's what you mean? Because that what you mean, you know, like every time that we do something like anything, you know, play music or painting, we are always afraid of making mistakes. Yeah. Hmm. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. Yep, it's gonna be always the same. Okay, I need to make her eye a little bit darker, and I wanna add the highlight. on the eye. Oh, that's too bright. I don't see the iris. I don't see it, but I think she has brown eyes, maybe. Okay. If you had bad mood, oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's one thing. It's like every Thursday I'm not gonna be in the good in the same mood. Yeah, yes, yeah. That's for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think. What can I say? I'm married. Yeah, that's the answer. I'm married for kind of 20 years. That's a good training to control your emotions. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. So many times. I mean, uh, maybe I had a fight. That's normal. We're humans. Yeah. And I had to go to work to teach, and I gotta put a smile. Yeah. And that's, I don't know. I think that's the answer. I'm married with childrens. Yeah. I remember that series, that TV program. Yeah. I saw that program when I was single. Now I can tell that it's pretty accurate. Yeah. Raise the hand, all the married men here, and tell me that I'm lying. Yeah, but this thing about YouTube is different. But so many times that I've been in a bad mood, you know, I stopped painting. I just no, not here. Here is different. I'm not gonna stop painting here. Nothing like that. Not even in a bad mood. Maybe nobody's gonna notice that. Yeah, or maybe somebody. Okay, the thing is that it we all have bad moments. It's just like that. It could be anything. It could be like uh, anything. It's just like the other day I was just taking a taxi, and this guy, he was, that he was, maybe he thought he was in a hurry or something, that he was going so fast. eh? And I get mad a little bit, not that much. I didn't say anything. That's the thing. Sometimes you don't say anything because it was it was something like a short distance. I got there and I was like, I should have said something. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get into a fight. Maybe that's worse, but that kind of was with me like that feeling like I should have said something like for a couple of hours. It was like I should have say something because this guy is gonna kill somebody on the street. This is not good. This is that. Why I didn't say anything? Eh, Simple things like that. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. John is asking me, when did you discover that you had a talent for painting? Did you draw or paint before you noticed it too? Yeah, maybe. What happened that I grew up I grew up in a family of painters. Yeah, yeah. Everybody paints. At home, my mom, she used to paint portraits. Uh, no, I mean, she was a painter. I mean, my whole life I saw portrait painters at home. It's like, you know, it's like the walls of my house were decorated with s- different, strange people, like, different people. A lot of them for years. And photograph everywhere. I used to look at the photograph like, oh my God, different people, different faces. Yeah. And when I go to visit my dad, it was the same. My dad's house, it was the same. Yeah. Portraits everywhere. My dad, he used to paint pastel portraits. I mean, portraits with pastel. And my mom with oil paints. Yeah. I was more impressed, I gotta say, with my dad's portraits because of the material. Pastel was pretty curious about watching my dad just moving the fingers and got a face there. It was a wow. It was more natural for me just to use a brush with paint, and but that's why I got always kind of uh, pretty interested when I go to visit my dad to see how he paints. I mean, he didn't paint anymore. He could be painting, but he paints, I think, what he wants, but for time, just so few things. Yeah. And when I go to visit my family on the south, I was pretty close to one of my brothers, my mother's brother, and he was a painter too. It was like, I, going to every place that I go, was a painter, another painter, and always portraits. And when I was a teenager, I mentioned that so many times. when I was a teenager, it's just like, hey, you gotta do something. You gotta help here at the house. You gotta help to get some money. Guess what? My mom, it was like, hey, you gotta paint. You gotta help me with painting. What could I say? I was maybe 14. I was like, okay, I'm gonna paint. Hey, that, I gotta say that was pretty nice, you know. That was pretty nice. It's kind of common here, and Latin America, that at one age you kind of just gotta work on, let's say, on the family business, anything. If there is no family business, you gotta do something. Yeah. Okay, let's see. A little more light, a little more shadow. I can see the orange here, pretty things orange. I'm having some second thoughts about how much orange I gotta add to the painting. Okay, I need to step back to check out. Hey, I think I'm getting the eyes, but looks like my eyes, here are maybe too big. What about the nose? The nose kind of crooked, a little bit twisted. Could be. It could be just the highlight. I need to fix the highlight. Not so sure about that. Okay, what about the mouth? Now I'm gonna work on the mouth. Okay. Okay. Jessie Lee is asking me how long have you been painting? Like uh, like I don't know, 30 years, something like that. 30, 35 years. Yeah, Manuel, mother's brother Theo, uncle. Yeah, yeah, my uncle. Thank you, Manuel. Uh, uh, yeah, thank you, Manuel. Yeah, yeah. Oh, somebody was saying something about mole stick. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't use anything. Basically, I hold my hand with the other hand, or so many times I rest my pinky, on the painting. Okay, let's continue. Let's go with the mouth, and then I go back to the eyes, and let's continue. For the darker color of the mouth, I love alizarin crimson. You can use alizarin crimson with a touch of raw umber, or just alizarin crimson alone for the darker area. But it depends on how colorful is your painting. Yeah, if the painting is it has like a soft colors, mute colors, and you have just pure glycerin greens on for a darker area, that's gonna look too harsh. Yeah, you gotta knock it down. Okay. Let's see here. A little bit darker. I remember one thing. Okay, my dad, when I was maybe in my 20s, I remember, he tried he was trying to create a book, how to paint portraits with pastels. I remember he took a lot of photographs about his process of painting, and I thought it was pretty nice. He didn't do anything at the end. I'm gonna ask him, okay? I'm gonna see it tomorrow. I'm gonna ask him about that. I think he told me he threw it away everything because it's been like more than 20 years. But you know, it was the process for me. I was always impressed about the process. I don't remember that much, obviously. It's been so many years. Okay, I'm gonna capture the screen and I'm gonna use Photoshop and I'm gonna reverse the image. Okay, that would be like using a mirror. I don't have a mirror, and sometimes I prefer to use Photoshop. Okay. Hello YouTube, 21 Matthews, send it soft. More shadow around the eyes. Wolfpack Studios is telling me more shadow around the eyes will make them look smaller. Okay, Renzo. Okay, Wolf. Who do you admire of all the old artists? Okay, a lot of them. I mean, that is too much. Difficult to make. I mean, every time that I mention a name, I just as soon as I finish up this streaming, I think, hey, I should have mentioned more. It's just too much names. Yeah. And you know, it's like nowadays with a lot of amazing painters around. it's like to be honest, it's like you don't need to go back like for the old masters anymore. I'm pretty sure we should do that, obviously, to study all of that. But I'm trying to say that you find a lot of amazing painters, nowadays, and a lot of them in YouTube. Yeah. Okay, just a second, okay? I'm checking out the painting with the photograph here. I'm trying to put the painting and the photograph same size on my computer. Okay, now I'm reversing the image and checking out, okay? Okay, yeah, definitely narrow this. Yeah, I gotta work on the chin, something there. It's not good, it's not good. Maybe it could be just above shadow, but not so sure. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna make it darker. There, there, okay. A little bit, the shadow is a little bit up. Okay, now the light here. Okay. Oh, what about the forehead? More light here. Okay. Oh, okay. Something here that I gotta fix. And checking out the reverse image, the light here on the upper eyelid is just too light. Yeah, gotta darken up this, at least here. But the mouth, I think it could be about making the lower lip a little bit thicker, you know, and just make the upper lip a little bit thinner. Okay, something more is about the shadow here. Okay, there's a shadow here. Okay, definitely light and shadows affect the likeness more than we think, because we think that with having the drawing right is gonna be just enough. It's like when we trace and we think, okay, that's gonna be enough with tracing. Right? And we learn that it's not enough. Okay. Shadow that goes down like here. Okay, the same, goes down a little bit. Okay, shadow here. Yeah, what is this? More, a little bit darker here. Okay, yeah, a little bit darker here. A little bit darker here. Okay, it's pretty useful, to see the reflected image. Yeah, a little bit of light here. Okay, let's go with the orange. No, wait. Okay. Okay, that was too much, I think. I'm gonna knock it down this. Okay, I need some blending. Let's see. I've been painting, checking out the reflected image. Okay, now check out the regular photograph. Now I noticed that it's too red. This. Yeah, I noticed that a minute ago. That's okay. More orange here. More light here. Okay. Yeah, I think I see here. Okay. Oh, something about her eyebrow that I noticed that I think I gotta just move this eyebrow a little bit lower. Okay, now let's see about this orangey reflected light. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. A little bit of red. Okay, I think it's too intense. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Now the nose. Yeah, I like it that. I need to darken up definitely here. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. You gotta think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hello, Elsa van der Berg. Okay. Hello, Moonlight. Hello, Anna. Uh, Anna Ramirez says, I have a question. Is your canvas stretched? Yes. What do you do with the paint left over on the side of the portrait? I keep my paintings with this, with the palette. I take the leftovers for the next painting. Artibon says, Kimi Renzo, are you fan of Cesar Santos? Yeah, of course. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, geez, yeah, what I was thinking about him when I was saying about this thing about the like what can I say living masters. Yeah, definitely, and there are a lot of names. lot of names. Okay. The ones that I admire, not the most, but let's say that but I see regularly on YouTube. Okay, Cesar Santos, they draw mix paint. Uh, I think it's Mark Carter, Stephen Bauman. There are two guys that it has kind of pretty close the name. Stephen Bauman, Stephen Bauman, Stephen Bauman. I don't know the difference in the pronunciation. One is older, the other one is younger. One paints and draw portraits, the other one is about landscapes. Yep. And yeah, that's the thing that there are a lot of more, a lot more. I used to watch a guy, Nilson Dunn. He draw with ink, a lot of ink. Another guy, King Goshan, don't remember the name. Don't remember how to pronounce the name. I see. Okay, the problem sometimes with YouTube channels is that they use a different name. They don't use their names. And there is a channel that I used to see. There's a woman, and it's kind of releasing realistic school of realist art, something like that. And because of that, I don't remember her name. I think it's better just to put your name on the YouTube channel, and that's it. That's easy to remember. And uh, and because of that, I don't remember some names. I used to see the channel. It's something like School of Realism or School of Realistic Art. Yep. And there are more, in Spanish, but uh, yeah, but I think maybe more people that that's not gonna be useful in Spanish channel. And what else? Somebody else that maybe is important that I'm missing. Scott Waddell. Oh, and the top that I think that maybe, yeah, I gotta say that I admire him maybe the most. Yeah, yeah. Uh, how I mean that's just how is possible that's gonna forget about him. Uh, David Lafer, okay. Yeah, for me it's the top of the top. Yeah, yep. Okay. And you gotta hurry up to watch him. I shouldn't say that, but he's 90. I don't know, 90 something. Yeah. Hurry up and go watch him painting. He's basically in YouTube and Facebook. He has a um, that's the thing that he uses a different name. It's something like Bright Light Gallery, something like that. He didn't use his own name. Yeah? But pretty sure you look for David Lafer, you're gonna find him. Yeah. I think with David Lafer we have enough. Just look David Lafer. Don't watch anyone more. No, every painter has something different to show. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit. I step back again. This orange, I don't know, it's like I like it, and a minute later, it's just like I think, hey, that's too much. Okay, okay. I had to add here on the ear a lot of red, more orange here, and more here. Okay, I need a touch of orange, kind of pure orange here. I love orange on the reflected lights, but I gotta say that here maybe it's too much, you know. But let's see. I have to continue. What about here? What do you all think? I gotta reduce near the face there. I was thinking about that a minute ago. Now I have a doubt. Anyway, I'm gonna add a slide here. Okay. Oh, Manuel Saldívar Córdoba. Yeah. César Córdoba. I think it's César Córdoba. Yeah. Yeah. Yupari. Oh, Yupari. Of course. Yeah, Yupari. I used to see you. I used to watch Yupari. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sergeant. Yeah, of course, Sergeant. Yeah. Not Yupari personally. He's also an handsome person, an artist. Oh, Ludmila saying that. Oh, that's pretty nice, pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Will somebody remember more names? Yeah. Just write down some more names. It's always good to know more painters. Oh, no wonder. You know, that's the thing that we forget. This guy, he used to go live daily too. That's uh the channel is or painted lives. His name Yuribe. Yuribe. Yeah. put some names. I would like to know more painters. You know, it's like YouTube doesn't show like everyone, because from time to time I discover a new painter, and if I don't subscribe or I don't keep watching like one two videos, it's just like YouTube. Sometimes they don't recommend them anymore. It's kind of difficult to find them again. That happens with this woman that I don't remember her name, but I'd like to, you know, that's the problem. Like, I want to look for her, okay? Because I love her channel. Okay, I think that's the name. School of Realist Art. Oh, yes, that's the name. School of Realist Art. Just that. Lacey Lewis. And I remember this. David Lafair. Yeah, David Lafair. Andrew Tischler too. Okay, yeah. Ben Lustenhauer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know Ben Lustenhauer. I have seen, yeah, a lot of Sergei Gusev. Yeah, yeah. Luis Guidetti. Okay, Luis Guidetti. I don't know him. I'm gonna check out on him. Well, Luis Guidetti sounds. It sounds. Yeah. Okay, let's continue painting. I'm gonna pick up a smaller brush. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is gonna be okay. Okay, I'm gonna paint the hair. Adding blue with a little bit, uh, sorry, white with a touch of blue to make this highlight. Okay, I think a little bit of orange, yellow, and a little white could work here. Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments. Okay, did you say the... Oh, Vladimir Vologov. Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Richard Krebs. Yeah, saying... Yeah, of course. Thank you, Monique. See you in class later. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else? Okay, I gotta work. Okay. I'm gonna mix black with red. Oh, black with a little Jason. Okay, more. I'm gonna make this eyebrow a little bit darker. Okay, a little bit darker here. More light on the nose, more light on the cheeks. Okay, okay, okay. Thinking about values. Just 1 second. Okay, here I need to make this darker. Here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Ludmila Roskosenko, I see a bit of orange at her temple on the right. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. In fact, a lot is like here. Huh? Let's see the background. You know, if I make the background a little bit darker, definitely I'm gonna create more contrast on the face. Uh, that could work. Looking for a brush. I lost a brush, a tiny one that I was using for blending. I dropped it, that I don't see it. I have my computer pretty close to my paint, and maybe sometimes a brush just falls down kind of behind the PC. Okay. Good night, Dita. Richard Cripps think Gracila Bombalova does mostly pastel work. The work in pastels are all. I have some pastels portraits. You check out my channel, and there are some playlists. Okay, it's just like playlist that I created to in this way you can see if acrylic paintings, pastels portraits, uh, few still lifes, and some animals, and what else I have painted? Basically portraits. But I have more than maybe 200 videos in my YouTube channel, 200 live streams, and I have some short videos. Where you can see this painting like in just 5 minutes. I used to upload that video like 3 4 days after I painted this. Sometimes a little bit more, but some people don't like it because it's pretty short videos, 5 minutes. Some people like it because it's kind of, or remember, if you have seen the live stream and you see the 5 minutes, it's just like shortcut some maybe details, some areas that you want to remember. Okay. Thank you, Inger Kun. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Michelle Bruno. Okay, let's see. It's been 2 hours, almost 2 hours and a half. I think I'm doing okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over my things that I think I gotta fix. One thing is the nose. You know, I'm not so sure about uh, this side of the nose and this side of the nose, and about the highlight on the nose because I don't see the highlight, and I would like to exaggerate the highlight, you know, but maybe that's gonna make kind of move the nose, the highlight. Uh, I have a doubt there if I gotta put the highlight or not. But let's see. Another thing that I gotta work on is on the iris. The irises. I'm gonna add pure black, paint the pupil there. I'm gonna make this pretty dark. Okay, that's better. Place there. Just with black because of the eyelashes. Okay, let's make it this black. Okay. Another thing that would be adding a little bit of light on this eyebrow, a little bit there. Okay, stepping back and checking out a little bit darker here, a little bit darker. Okay, now what about the color of the eyes? I'm gonna use a little bit of orange to paint, try to paint a little bit of the iris, insinuate the iris, just a little bit there. Okay, a little bit of alizarin crimson to make. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think I have to make this a little bit darker. Okay, even darker here. It's darker, but everything is brightish in this area. Darker here. Okay. Oh, I need to paint this ear. I'm gonna make it just orangey. Just like that. Oh, this one now. Forgot to paint that one. let's see, a little bit of light here. I want to create some more volume in this area. I think this is kind of flat. Some light. Okay, yeah, that's better. Let's see. Two hours and a half. What do you think? It's okay. Uh, uh, mm, okay, maybe a little bit darker here. Carefully darker. Okay. Okay. I think that I can make the painting a little bit better just by working on the background. Another thing is the jacket. Okay, I'm going to use just a bigger brush and try to just add some longer brush strokes to insinuate, the jacket. I don't want to spend a lot of time here. I'm gonna use a little bit of linseed oil. No, it's kind of violish this. Hmm. Okay, I think that's okay. Now with the background, another little bit of black here. Let's see. I want to create more contrast, okay? Oh yeah, I prefer that, I think. And darker here too. I'm just adding black. I want to keep this light in this area. Okay. For example, here to see the light here, if I make this darker, I'm gonna see the highlights on the hair. Here the same. Okay, I'm gonna add some copper blue. Let's see, copper blue I think could work. Oh, another thing that would be some brush stroke here, like a light, pretty white. Here the same. Okay, let's add some copper blue. Let's see how it works. Yeah, it's better. Okay, the mouth. I feel something is not okay with the mouth. I think that's better. Okay, let's see. Do you like Taylor blue? Thank you, Cosimo. Thank you, Fatih. Thank you, Christopher. Here, left iris seems bigger. Okay, I'm gonna check out. Thank you. Maybe the light here. It's gonna be that's a tricky part. Here. Taylor blue. Yeah, that's a color that I'm planning to buy. Yeah, I need some intense blue. Yeah. The last time I went to buy materials, I forget about that. Buy Taylor blue. Okay. I'm mixing uh, alizarin crimson and cadmium red for the shadow here. No, I think it's this orangey color here. No, I need to add a little bit of light. Yeah, it's too flat. This area is kind of flat. a bit of light here. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. What about highlight on the nose? I don't see any like intense highlight. I think I could add some highlight here, a little bit here. Okay. And let's see. Okay, I don't think it's gonna work. Hmm. Oh no, oh no. Okay, I see the painting. I think I see here. I see here. I think that's enough. Yeah. You know, I can keep pushing the painting, but I like it. Definitely, there's gonna be little things that you know are not gonna be there. But I think if anybody see the painting, any, anyone is going to recognize her or not. Maybe not. Mhm. Need to soften some edges. Okay, I think I'm getting close to the end. Uh, uh, like I said, I could be here maybe 1 more hour, but I think I think I'm okay with what I have here. Or maybe I should lower it here. No, more orange here. What do you think? I think that's okay, yeah? Oh, Lord Billy said excellent, superior, supreme. Thank you. Beth, hello Elizabeth. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. I mean, I don't know. Here's the moment that maybe if I continue working here, maybe I'm not gonna do anything like any remarkable change, and maybe I'm gonna change something that's gonna keeping me kind of back and forth and kind of doing something and going back and forth, trying to retouch again and again and again. Yeah. But that happens so often, you know. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I got the volume of the eyes because one thing about hair is this thing you can feel uh, the roundness here below the eyebrow. Kind of hair, sleepy eyes. It looks like kind of, this eye looks more sleepy than this one. The nose, the width of the nose, I think is okay. And the mouth, I think I got the smile. It just maybe it's the how thick is the upper lip. Mm, mm, okay, yeah. I mean, so many things are gonna be difficult for me to tell what's wrong because I think it's after 2 hours, like I said, you know, so many things are just difficult to say what is wrong, what's not. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh, I see a shadow here on the neck. It's pretty dark, but the thing is that maybe I don't need to make that shadow that dark. I think it's working pretty good the face right now. Uh, I feel just tempted to make it darker. Yeah, just there. I think I'm done. Okay, thank you everybody for being here. Uh, yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah. Mm. And checking and checking and checking, and yeah, I think that's enough. More shadow, maybe here. Mm-hmm. Could be, could be. Make this more rounded here. Oh, another thing that I see, I notice a little bit of the shadow here, a little bit darker here. Little bit, little bit. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's see, somebody saying something here. Well done, I think that the left side of her face in the photo is a bit more dark. Okay, and I like your voice. Okay, thank you. Jorge saying, I got the impression that the lips, I have to reduce the lips. Uh, I kind of have to just thin down the lips. Maybe it could be that. It could be that, it could be that. no. Mm. Just one tiny little thing here. This reflected light. I'm gonna knock it down this a little bit. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Now I gotta go. Okay, we have a class in an hour. I gotta go to it. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. See you next Thursday. I go live every Thursday from 2 p.m. to usually 5 p.m. Central Time. USA, Peru time is the same time. In Mexico, I think it's the same time. In Europe, it's kind of 7 hours later. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Wolfpack Studios. Okay, see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.